Okay, so we are on a new year, January 1st. All right, so yesterday I was, enjoying my downtime, my peace or whatever, the little that I have. Decided that I was going to tie up some fishing jigs and go enjoy myself out on one of the local lakes. And so now on this video, the Conspiracy Broadcasting Network, I'm going to show you how, again, I'm intercepted as I go to and from places and how I'm harassed. And I have thousands of people who I don't know, but they know me. Okay. And they're following me in this particular episode with white SUVs and red SUVs intercepting me as I go on to the on ramps. Okay. Also, then following me to the boat ramp where a red vehicle with this black lady comes out and she deliberately parks on the opposing side of my vehicle, knowing that I have to get the kayak off of the rack and that she's making sure she's directly in my line of sight while I untie the kayak, okay, from my rack. And this is after this stalking and following me on the road, which we're going to use a screen share to appreciate right now. Okay. Also, the title, as you see, has male abuse. We're going to talk about that as well. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about that right now. So I'm going to go stop screen share. I'm going to go to a new screen and show you. Let's see here. New tab. Okay, I'll pull the new tab out. So this side will be able to see content of your screen. All right, entire screen. For some reason, it's not showing the, oh, there it is, track package. All right, so I have this package that's supposed to come. You can see here that the package is supposed to be having arrived Thursday. And this package by Amazon down here, December 26th, Thursday, it never came to the house and it was never attempted. Friday, the 27th, it says package out for delivery. Nothing. Saturday, I guess it was a holiday or something. I don't know. They didn't even attempt. Sunday, there was no attempt. Monday, they said right here at 6:14 that they made a attempt delivery, but I'm here to tell you that I was here and I took a photo. I was here at 5 something and they never came by. Okay, and I also have video cameras now, so they never came by, but they said that it was attempted, which is very strange to me. So they said that it was attempted, but they never came by. I have it. So I don't know what that's about. So I thought that was strange. And then now, yesterday, it says package is out for delivery. And so they never attempted it yesterday. They never even came through or attempted yesterday. And I was home. So again, I don't know what that's all about. Okay. So we're still without this package, and the package was marked to have been here Thursday of last week, and they keep toying with we're delivering or we're not, we're delivering, we're not, we're delivering, we're not. We tried, even though I was here and it wasn't. They know that this particular package actually is my Hobie drive, and that's part of one of my hobbies and interests. And so they know that I'm anticipating that particular component. So what they're going to do is they're going to abuse me. This is what Amazon does, and they've been doing this. And so they're going to play this game with me. Now, when I do this screen share, they know I'm keeping tabs on the mail. So what you see here, when I start my vehicle up, you have this. Look at this. This is them mocking me, okay? Because the day before the 31st, they tried in the afternoon, I guess, and I was gone. But this is them mocking me the next day on the 31st, okay? Now this is FedEx, but the mocking and harassment, even though it's coming from Amazon and this is FedEx, it's just the fact that there's a mail vehicle. That's all this is about. So the next morning, as I'm getting ready to leave, okay, I have this random FedEx come up my alley, right, and then back and then leave. See how they're toying with you, and they've documented that they're supposed to have this mail for you, and it's something of high anticipation. And now they're just toying with you, saying that they came and that they didn't, they came and they didn't, this, that, and the other thing. And you get these notifications that it's out for delivery and it never comes. And you've seen that. You've seen all of my mail notes. They spent the last 5 days abusing me over it. And then on yesterday, New Year's Eve, in the morning, I'm getting ready to go, I forgot where, maybe groceries or something. And they pull up right here, acting as if they're here to deliver, right? And then they back out and leave. Never to be seen again, abusing me. Okay. This is a new day, or this is now later in the afternoon, same day, just later in the afternoon. I'm getting ready to go depart and just enjoy some sunshine out on the lake. And I'm leaving. And you'll notice that immediately as I come through, I'm hit with the normal things, which is the red vehicle or the white SUV deal. Okay. And the other thing too, you'll notice is that there's just people walking, which is not common. It's really not common to see a lot of people walk in this area, but there's a guy right here, okay, who's walking. That's kind of interesting because I just don't ever see people walk there. We talked about the black SUV. And then whenever I drive right here, there's this guy coming out. Now you might say, well, it's New Year's, people are home, whatever. But honestly, it's always centered around an intersection where they have these staged, like almost like commotion. Like you have noise pollution and then you have visual pollution. And that's what this is. It's visual pollution. The amount of times that I frequent this area is literally 5 seconds. And then the fact that this guy is associated with 3 or 4 other people in this proximity, in this intersection, is very rare. Okay, very rare. Anyways, so noise pollution, visual pollution here. And then as I drive, I'm going to be intercepted by this person walking in and out, I guess, opening this door. And again, this is visual pollution. Is what this is. It's visual pollution. Just like you would have noise pollution, these people are staging visual pollution. So I get going and I do what I have to do, like I always do here. And I come up to this ramp, and as previous videos will reflect objectively, there's always some type of stage ambush, right? They're ready to intercept me the second I get into an on-ramp. And in this case, it's no different, right? So they start with those trucks, okay? It's the same thing. They roll up in there with the 2 trucks to intercept me. And it almost seems like the red vehicle thing is all gone, right? And then you have the red SUV show up and they start coming up behind you in this case. So instead of them driving in front of you, in this case, they were all waiting for me and coming from behind me. Okay, in this particular ambush. So they have the white SUV roll up, right? And this keeps going. And what's going on here is that because I don't have a rear-facing camera, you're not seeing what's going on behind me. And they start orchestrating vehicles behind me in a fashion that is following me. Using the stimuli from previous vlogs, which is the white SUV, the red vehicles, okay, the red SUVs, which I've mentioned, okay, in the past. So you see my speed here, right? You see my speed. Watch my speed. It goes from speed limit. Now, mind you, everybody's passing you. This is 60 miles an hour. Everybody's passing me. Okay. Everybody is constantly passing me. But what they're doing is they're staging behind me, going below the speed limit in order to orchestrate a choreographed vehicular passing or following right now. So you're not seeing that because this is a forward-facing camera. But watch my speed. I notice that now I'm being tracked. I'm being literally followed at this point. Okay. I'm doing 64. And then I start slowing down right here. 49. Okay. 43. 37. 32. 27. 21. And this red SUV, these red SUVs begin following me from behind. And this is the third or fourth time this has been going on. And you'll see over here on the right, this red vehicle. Okay. And when I do these videos, pay attention to the bridges because they'll make passes over the bridges, and the opposing side always has the same color coordination on the bridges up top. Okay. In this case, it looks like a white SUV up here. There's always somebody somewhere as you look away or in the distance, okay, abusing you and following me. In this case, it was this red SUV. And if you go back about, let's see here, going. Okay. So they had this red, the red vehicles. You see the red vehicles pulling off on the right. So what they try to do is they try to be discreet in this case. They're trying to be discreet. If I had a 360 camera, it would just elicit and show everything. But you'll see that there's this red Corvette on the right side pulling off. Okay. He intercepts me with the red tractor, and behind me is a bunch of red vehicles. To my right in lanes, it would be 4, 5, and 6. And then directly in my lane behind me, following me, is a red vehicle. Okay. And it's a red SUV. So this tractor, okay, and before that, you see this red vehicle here, red vehicle here, red vehicles behind me, and I'm still driving, and pretty soon they start pulling off. Okay, they start pulling off to the right. There's the red Corvette still. And then you see right here, this other red car who was behind him. These guys are basically lingering in my right side mirror. So my right passenger mirror, every time when I'm driving forward like this, I'm looking and checking my mirrors every 11 seconds or whatever. And plus I'm looking a little bit more, obviously, because I'm always being followed. But the right side mirror of my passenger side, I see these guys following me in this lane over here, which would be lane 4, 5, and 6. Okay, as they're coming off. But behind me is this red SUV that continues to follow me. Okay, continues to follow me. Right, and before this, you see this white SUV right here. Okay, so following me, I decided I'm going to slow down because I'm fed up with being stalked and followed. Okay, and he goes by. So I'm driving, and you can see right here how they coordinated that. They coordinated the pass-through. See, red tractor, another red car. This guy is following me, behind me. And then I have these other red vehicles coming off the ramp. Okay. So it shows you the number of red vehicles that was behind me. Okay. We just literally went through. There was definitely 4 behind me. In my side view mirror, directly behind me, and to my right side mirror, including the red vehicle tractors that are going in the opposite direction. Again, probabilistically and statistically irrational, okay, and reflects intent, okay? Again, I don't know these people, but they know me, okay? So this, and then they make another pass. You see that right there? So now there's a red SUV passing. So they know that the red SUV was stigmatizing and harassing me. So what they had in the opposing lane right there, I'm going to pause it right there, is another red SUV coming through. So you have five, however many, half a dozen or more of these vehicles inundating me, and they're driving to intercept on the abuse and on accordance of the abuse, on accordance with each other. Okay, again, indication of accuracy and precision cannot be done without technology. So I'm driving now, getting back up to the speed limit, and after I had stopped, right, I started driving and I'm looking around, and pretty soon behind me is a white SUV that pulled up. And he's not driving like appropriately like he should be, however many seconds behind me. He's driving to annoy me at this point. So I slow down and he goes around. You see me slow down right there, and then he goes around. Okay. And it's these inundation of problems like this that are always abusing you to and from work, while you go to work, while you come home, while you leave home, all of these things, right? And then whenever I get to the destination, which that's enough, I'm not going to show anymore. But whenever I go to the destination, okay, there's a red vehicle that pulls up with this black lady and decides she's going to park directly on the opposing side of my vehicle, so that whenever I'm looking up and unstrapping, okay, I'm looking directly through the cracks of the rack of everything at her and the vehicle. She has anywhere she could have parked anywhere on either side of the ramp, whatever, but she decides to park directly on the other side of me. Okay. All right. So this is Conspiracy Broadcasting Network. I am here to document a reality that is being fostered and cultivated by the legal system and by strangers who I don't know. Okay. My closest social space is always infiltrated with problems, right? With antagonism. My occupational space is always saturated with ignorance, with deliberate gaslighting, disinformation, misdirection, okay, and abuse and cyber stalking. An umbrella term, okay, of conspiracy, sabotage, and subversion. Okay, this is what this is: subversion on all aspects of my life. The year is 2025. Just remember, the Holocaust was 80 years ago. MK Ultra, okay, Project Prism, all of these things were all within one lifespan away. Right? We're still in the same lifespan. Right? So this is whatever you want to call it. I call it a conspiracy. It could be DARPA, it could be DOD. They're all guilty. They're all basically saturating my space, my life, and trying to control everything that I do, keep everything in disarray, constant entropy, constant jumping back and forth, job to job. And then the legal system doesn't answer to me, right? I have all kinds of cyber stalking occurring, all kinds of candid camera, real time, okay, recording, voice recording, and surveillance going on my devices in my house. I can't go anywhere without there being a constant ambush of some psychological nature, okay, to abuse my visual space, okay, or my auditory space, okay, There's thousands of people who are involved. I don't know them, but I know that they know me. I've had family involved, intimate relationships involved, professors and other coworkers and colleagues involved. Okay, and so this is the Conspiracy Broadcasting Network. Welcome to the year 2025. We'll see you on the next channel, which is going to be on my fishing channel this year. I've got a X360. So what else can you do whenever you have a bunch of pollution like this and a bunch of trash inundating you everywhere you go? What would you do?